I just looked on The Escapist, and I saw quite an interesting article. I'm going to read the title off for you. DLC warning labels coming to California GameStops. DLC warning labels. Now here's the basic gist of what this was. Basically, this person, he bought a game in 2010. He bought a used game, and he didn't realize that after he bought it, the DLC code wasn't included. So he decided to sue GameStop, which I'm not defending GameStop for their shady practices. I get mad for receiving $10 for a game that I bought for $60. But it's just the fact that he sued them for deceptively misleading sales. And he ended up winning this. Basically, now GameStop has to pay these people $10–15, whether or not they're members of their power-up, but I didn't know power-up did anything. And really, it's by Baron and Bud. I also have their Facebook page below, and I'll have the article below. I just find this incredibly stupid. Also, he bought a copy of Dragon Age Origins. It was more like, I guess, some included stuff with some DLC that comes with it. But what do you expect? I'm surprised they didn't sue the publishers, because here's the problem. That's more of the publisher's domain. They're the ones that include the Day 1 DLC. Pre-owned DLC is a GameStop-based thing in order to get the game sold. That's why Best Buy does that. That's why GameStop does that. That's why Walmart does it. They say, if we want to sell your game, you gotta make us want to sell it. Include something so our customers will want it. That's Day 1 DLC. The DLC that's like, well, you have to pay $10 to get an online pass. The common thing of EA's practice. The thing that was in this game that really kind of pissed me off was just that. I'm not talking about the ending. I'm fine with the fucking ending. Do some more research into it and you'll see it's an iffy ending. But this is not about the ending. But really, it's more of, what did you expect? You bought a used copy of a game. Any gamer knows that if you buy a used copy, it's not going to include everything that's in it. Sometimes they don't have manuals in them. Sometimes the disc is... Actually, I've never had a disc that's been really bad. I've had one, but I brought it right back, and they gave me a fucking new... Pretty much, it was their only used copy, and it's actually pretty cool. They gave me a new copy, so I like that. But basically, why? They even have people on Facebook that are rooting for them, and I'm basically like, well, here's the thing. You're causing some loss of revenue, which... When you think about it, GameStop's not going to be losing much. They already make a lot of money based off their used game sales. But when you think about it, these would be the same people that if you say it to them, they'll immediately change their stance. Because I basically said, okay, you're the same basic people that'll kind of be rooting heavily. It looks like you're rooting for no used game sales on the new consoles. I know that's a weak argument. But it's more of, I'd like to see their stance, what their stance would be if they'd basically like, no, but I don't want that. Well, then why would you buy used games? You seem to be too stupid to figure out that a used game does not have code. Maybe I should buy a new copy. New copy is only $10 cheaper. I understand some people cannot afford new copies. I'm laid back on the thing. I bought the collector's edition because I could afford it. I'm not going to buy every game that comes along. And I buy some used copies of really old games. But mostly, the games that I go for used copies are for games that very rarely, and it's hard to find, don't come with the online pass. The games that are not included. Hell, I bought Dark Souls used once, and I ended up selling that back because Dark Souls, it's too tough. I am not a good enough gamer. I could not beat Dark Souls. Really, give me your opinions. Give me your comments. What do you think about this? Yeah, it is bright out there from that window. Jeez. Give me your comments. Give me your opinion of if you agree with this and why. I want a why you agree with this or why not. Do you think these people were idiots? Do you think these people were smart for suing because they couldn't figure out a used copy, didn't have DLC? Answer in the comments below.